When you walk in the room, it's still, and you can't see nobody else. I'm not the only one who feels the switch inside my body change. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. When we go out, we don't get far, 'cause everybody knows your name. They stop to ask you how you are, but now our dinner plans run late, and I know your mother raised you right, so I don't wanna make you rush. And now and then can't help but wish this life was just the two of us. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself.
It's open there.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the ILG Cup Season 3 PUBG Minor. This is week number 7. We are into match number G. That is our 7th match of this week. We saw some amazing action coming in yesterday, and we saw crazy number of people coming in watching, and it was really fun to have this amazing cast with so many people watching. And looking at the flight path for this map, the flight path moving very south oriented flight path. It is from west to east, but it is going straight via Millbase Island. So people are definitely going to try to move towards northeast and try and take Military Shelter Prison and take that area. A lot of teams are moving towards that because most of the teams would have practiced a particular place, a particular loot spot that they are familiarized with. They keep going to those particular places only. And look at that clutter on the teams just moving in from South Island towards Farm, Milton. Look at the amount of squads moving over there.
Yeah, there's a big bunch of squads that are probably going to be looking for vehicles by the looks of things in and around that farm area to move a little more towards the northern side. And the circle, oh my lord, it's all there. So now some of these squads are probably thinking,
they might just turn around.
Yeah, they're probably thinking, hey, we need to turn back around and probably look at something in the southern area itself. And
there's already 2 squads that are in at Novo. Squad number 7 alone in Millbase, and everyone else is just cluttered towards Milta, Farm, and all those small places.
yeah, let's move over to right now Novo. We have squad number 23 and squad number 20. That is Team Alpha Pack as well as Supreme Gods. Both of them drop Novo, and both these teams don't really need to rotate out anytime soon. They're inside the zone, so you can use this time to continue looting up. I love this backpack though, Johnny.
Yeah, it's quite modern. It's like a water tank.
It look. Isn't that from the
StarCraft.
No, Star Wars.
Star Wars, yeah.
Yeah, that's from the Star Wars pack. I absolutely love it. What are we seeing on Squad 20, Johnny?
Yeah, Squad 20, they're just trying to pick up whatever items they can nearby and just waiting for squad
I see
number 23.
Karma Gurkaran has actually taken a bit of damage. He's sitting pretty low at about 10% health, in fact, and has one booster only. So I'm guessing he did get spotted by one of the players from squad number 23 and took a bit of damage. But that's the thing with the containers, right? As long as you don't get completely flushed, you can always drop down, you can get the res, you can get the heals, and it forces, in fact, your opponents to push up close range to be able to get those flushes, and it's always tricky. You can have players hiding in the corners, inside the containers themselves. It just ends up being overall a tricky situation to actually go ahead and look for those complete flushes. But that being said, the players did manage to spread out a wee bit. Wasn't really the bloodbath that we were expecting right off the bat. But talking about bloodbath, we already have, I think, one of the players from squad number 8 who did get knocked and completely flushed there by Shroudy. And lucky for squad 8, they will be able to get their second player out. It wasn't, did have a Dacia, so overall, not the ideal start, I would say, for Team XYZ Gaming, Johnny.
Yeah, not the ideal start for Team XYZ Gaming, and right now everyone have got their particular places where they are looting, and this is just going to be loot fest. The only places in trouble are Novo and Georgia. Also, everyone has their own sections looting away. So no.
And this is actually pretty surprising, considering the fact that we have 20 teams on the server. Actually, I think some of the teams didn't join in, and we might have had one squad knocked out. I'm not really sure. But usually in a 16 to 20 man lobby, squads do end up taking in a lot of engages early. That being said, though, we have Hulk, who does get knocked and flushed by INV Venom. So another early kill coming through. We're down to 60 players, still 16 squads in. People who are tuning in, this is ILG Cup Season 3. This is the 7th minor, so we have a total of 16 minors. Top 2 from each minor qualify to the online playoffs in January, from where we will have the top 16 qualifying over to the grand finale in February. Let's move over to another place where we have another potential fight brewing, and in fact squad number 23 do get rushed up, and I think TGB Apollo is going to be left all alone. Smoke's being dropped. He does have some cover with that compound on the other side as well, but
where are his other teammates?
they're all dead.
No, they've got only one kill. Squad number 20 has got only one kill.
Wait a minute. Oh, so for people wondering,
I think they would have taken a boat and gone.
No, so they're actually fully split up. I think they did go for the 2-2 split.
No, they actually dropped 4 people over here. So they did drop 4. Maybe they would have taken a boat from there and gone towards Milta.
Alright, let's move over. I think they've spotted the player there. Apollo is gonna get flushed out. So squad number 23 are gonna lose 2 players early on. That is not the start that they were looking for. Squad number 18, who's also inside Military Island. They're up towards the hills, and they spot squad number 7 driving by. Shots fired by SL Walker, but unfortunately all of them not going to be able to connect. Not a single one, in fact. And let's see if squad 18 actually want to give chase here. There is the numbers advantage, of course. They have a teammate, a couple of teammates who are not really in position, so they're going to have to either drive by and join with the rest of the teammates and sit here, or they pick them up and they go for the chase.
Fight. Looks like squad number 7 are in the mood to fight, and they're coming back to see where squad number 18 is.
Yeah, but 18 right now does have that compound to hold, and it's gonna
they scooted from there.
Yeah, it's gonna be very tricky to actually be able to find squad 18 here, let alone get flushes out. So squad number 7, I think they just pretty much park up there for a second to see if in fact squad 18 were giving the chase, at which point of time they would have been at the they would have had an advantageous position. But since there was no chase on. I think they pretty much go ahead, take up a compound, and continue looting up and wait for that next circle to reveal itself. We do have the first airdrop coming down. It is just on the beaches of Military Island. It is an AWM with an 8x, and there's 16 squads in the server right now. Would be I'd bet would give anything to pick this drop up, Johnny.
Yes, indeed, they would. It's an AWM with an 8x. What more do you want? It's Sniper's Paradise.
Yeah, at level 3, West Helmet Backpack. Absolutely amazing drop in the pretty much, I'd say, ideal drop you would want at this point of time. Maybe even if you could find a cheek pad, even better. But I think there is a cap of 6 items in a drop, if I'm not mistaken. I may be wrong. But moving on, squad number 21. We have Invasion 7. I think they're keeping an eye on the drop right now.
Yeah, they might want to take that drop, but it's in the water, so they need to be really careful. I mean, it's towards the edge of the...
And it's very early on as well, right? So I don't expect there to be too many clutters in and around.
Are they going for it?
Yeah, we have a fight breaking out though. Squad number 18 actually drives by squad 7. There were some shots taken in that direction. Couple of players dropping low as well.
The squad number 6 very close to squad number 18. Shots being fired everywhere. It's a 3-way battle. And looks like Team Ice are going to lose Rajat over there.
They've lost one of their players and life is going to be healing back up. But shots coming in from the low ground from Dynasty. And he has a clear-cut angle on these 3 players. But that initial spray didn't really manage to find a knock. So they're pretty much aware of Dynasty's position. And it would be pretty reckless to continue to stay there out in the open and go for that spray. Squad number 18, look at this. 2 players have pulled up right in front of Dynasty. Dynasty sees this and we might see an action break out. Prime is taking some TPP here behind, just buying time for, I believe that is explicit, to get the meds off. I think he's gonna just pop a booster here and there. But Dynasty is watching all of this. He sees the players in front of him, nade on the ready. He's looking to see if he can find an angle in. Oh, what?
He nades himself.
It bounces off the ledge in between and flies back at his face. Oh my god. That must be rough, and the Molotov comes in. He is so dead. His teammates are just watching him there thinking, hey, yeah, man, you're done for. Absolutely done for. And this was I don't even know what to say, man. That was hilarious at the least.
And squad number 18 now making.
But this is not done. Yeah, they know, all jokes aside, they know this is the opportunity to push through. This is the time where they can push in, get the flushes out, get the kills in. The entirety of squad number 7 is done for.
So Team SL, quite an engagement, actually an interesting engagement to watch them, you know, with that much confidence.
Alright, just a small technical difficulty. I think one of the PCs needs a quick restart back out. That's why we're seeing a slight bit of delay on stream. There's more jitter, but we'll have that ready for you in just a bit. Alright, let's look at the map and look for fights in and around. Squad number 23. They did lose 2 players earlier up at Novo, and right now, I think they're keeping tabs on squad number 5, who's up at the bridge, but Ghost as well as Blood. I know for a fact they can't really take this fight. You eventually end up giving away your position, and with multiple squads being there, I think they've spotted them trying to hide the Dacia, and you're going to be in some trouble. Squad number 11, though, I think is already taking this fight up against squad number 5. Up across the street in one of these rocky hills, so to speak, we have Deadeye. TPP in and around. Doesn't really want to make his presence felt, and I think he has a vehicle as well. Yeah, he has a buggy there, and is going to move in and around the underside of the bridge. Firebird is bleeding out, and I don't think he's going to be able to get there in time to get the res of 23. Take a little bit of damage long range. I think the fact that 23 drew squad 5's attention was in fact favorable for Deadeye there, who was able to rotate around and take away the attention of squad number 5 away from him. And it's gonna go tap, 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 and he's connecting in as well. Couple of bullets in onto Syringe. That range with the AK. 4x AK maximum range. That is pretty bad for that gun, but Ghost is still able to get some chip damage done in. As let's move back over, look at the map and see where we can find some action here. Do have the drop in, few squads coming in from the northeastern side. Squad number 23, 5, 11, all of course around that bridge. Circle though is probably going to come towards the mainland itself, which is why squad number 18, 26 and 10 are probably going to be looking to rotate back across. Drop though has gone down, and I believe this is something the squads are going to look at as well. It's a Groza with an adrenaline syringe, level 3 vest, helmet and backpack. Is there anyone nearby? Yeah, squad 20 is actually going to be keeping tabs on this. And let's see if 23 is actually going to look to full hard commit onto this and go for the drop. They're currently, I think, below the bridge. And sooner or later, they're going to have to make that decision to commit to at least one of the sides. I think right now you just go mainland. There is no reason why you would go towards Military Island. It's straight up would result in a low percentage play unless you're going to be hunting for kills. But this is a 1-round qualifier game where only the top 4 make it to the semi-finals up on Thursday. For people who are wondering, hey, where is Team TX? Team TX already qualified. They had an amazing game yesterday. I think it was 20 plus kill chicken dinner, and they will be playing tomorrow in the semi-finals to look for that spot to qualify for the grand finals on Friday. Right now though, we have squad number 19, Thor as well as Viper from Marvel. Okay, Marvel Thor, can I get that? Marvel Viper. Do we have a Marvel character called Viper, Johnny? Yeah, I don't think so. Well, this guy is, especially with all the role-playing games that are in trend, this man's out of his role right now. Report ASAP, people. But more on that a little later. Let's look back at the map. Oh, squad 6 seems to be getting into some fight right now with squad number 10. Let's jump over and see if this is working. Alright, looks like we have Johnny's PC back, and so with that, Johnny, take it away, man.
Yeah, we have squad number 5 versus squad number 23. It's the battle of the bridge, right? Both of them
Yeah,
are
that-
just across each other.
That fight's been going on for quite some time now. It's been a standoff.
Look at this clutter towards the west.
The military island, right? Yeah, there's a lot of players there. Let's jump straight over and see what's happening. Squad number 6, squad number 10, squad number 20. They're all here. Squad number 10, I think, has already gotten one of their players knocked down. That is Articuno, who's going to be rezzed back up. There's one of the players from squad 10 in the water as well. I think he was looking to take that boat across. gets shotted by squad number 6 and just panic jumps off.
Yeah, White Fang. He's just walking in the water over there. And though it's shallow water, so he can definitely...
Oh, this shallow water. Alright, then it makes more sense that he actually wants to turn around and take this fight.
He's just using that boat as cover so that he can, peek and maybe land a few shots, because Team Ice are cornered over there. They do not know where to make a
Yeah,
move.
they do, and they are completely unaware of White Fang's position. They're right now just scouting in and around. They do not expect him to be in the water as of... Oh, they spot the first player. The second player, though, is being spotted as well. White Fang gets spotted, taps away, but it is the Car 98 that comes out on top. Let's see if they're gonna be looking to go for more here. It's all gonna come down to Breezy. What can he do? Will his teammate get flushed down? Is he gonna commit? No. He's backing off. He says, yo, you're on your own, brother.
Oh, they're shooting. They realize where he is, and they are firing shots onto him. They need to be careful. I mean, Pre needs to be careful. He needs to
He's
get...
swimming underwater right now, but
The only way of
this is
him
not the
qualifying-
safest way to do it.
The only way of him qualifying is if they get the chicken dinner. If he solo gets the chicken dinner, otherwise I don't see any way Team Ice qualifying in this.
Yeah, with only one kill under the bag. We usually have situations where there is multiple kills, but you need to have at least 5-6 kills if you're looking for that top 5-6 situation finish and still making it into the top 4 on points. But right now, things looking pretty bleak for squad number 6 as we move back over. Squad number 10, they've had their fun and they don't really want to waste any time here looking for Pre. Circle has shifted and it is gonna move towards the northern side, towards the main island, and we already have big maniac YT finds himself a knock, and I think Virus is gonna end up getting flushed down as well. There's players in and around Maniac right now, and no reason to stay outside and put himself in a vulnerable position. Moves in. In fact, there is DNA as well as OP Boy sitting on top of the hill right there, looking up at Class and Big Slim. Both were up that nice little first floor cubby. I think they're just straight up taking TPP to try and scout the positions of squad number 8, who are playing up from the hill. They don't really have the best of scopes by the looks of things. 3x that range with the M16 is only gonna...
And they've already lost 2 people from their squad, so it's up to Toxic and Boy to, pull them through. And level 1 West, level 1 helmets, not that much heals. I don't think they're in a position to even take a fight. All they can do is play for position and maybe get a kill here and there, which can maybe secure their way in.
Alright, we're gonna jump over. Squad number 10 making their way through the bridge. There's 18 on one side, 23 on the other side. Squad number 11 is also here, and Bruce Wayne, being the Batman he is, just drives by cool and collective. Like, yeah, Batman coming through, boys. Shoot at me. Is gonna be able to safely make it. Very contrary to what I had expected, and looks like squad 18, at least Python, is looking to make this push onto squad number 23. Johnny Molotov comes out, trying to flush them out in the open. He's gonna Molotov both the sides, and he spots the player inside the building.
Oh, is he gonna cook that Molotov?
Yeah, he has. But oh, that small window there, and Python gets knocked down. I think it was Deadeye, right, who gets the knock in. AP Ghost unfortunately ends up going down, and I think that's pretty much gonna be the full
End of the squad.
Yeah, that's the full flush
But
out.
look at squad number 11. 11's also shooting shots from below. And are they in the water?
Yeah, they're in the water. They're going for a swim right now. Not really sure what the idea here is. Firebird is also towards the low ground. I don't think they spot anyone out from... Or maybe they did. They maybe spotted players from squad number 18 and they're just scared of coming to the...
Yeah, they're just getting scared over there, but they have to realize squad number 10 is also just nearby, just under the bridge. And if they get into an engagement with squad number 10, it could be fatal because squad number 10 looks...
And the circle's also going to start pushing in, right? So you got to move. Talking about the circle, let's have a look at that. It is going to move north of Ferry Pier. So the teams at the bridge need to start moving real soon. The zone's gonna come in, and this zone's gonna hurt quite a bit as well. They're gonna have to burn through a lot of meds if they want to stand back and fight. As we do see squad 10. What?
It looked like Stalker.
He actually jumps down. What? And he's gonna fight too? Are you kidding me? Where are the rest of the players? There are 2 players down. His teammates also down. But lucky for squad number 18, there are 2 players who are above. And one of the players is gonna drop down. Look for the flushes. Prime is in an amazing position. He's being spotted. The spray though from Shocker is amazing. And he's gonna find 3 knocks through. Now it's down to Shocker versus Walker. Not really the way I intended.
Shocker versus Walker.
Shocker versus Walker. Let's go. He's gonna come charging through, but yeah, it's the kill done though. By the way, Bruce Wayne was able to get that flank across. He finds that, but squad number 18, where are they right now? I believe there's 1 player below with the smokes down.
They're both below.
Yeah, they're both below, and the Reds have come.
Realize that.
Yeah. And I'm going to keep my eyes on Walker as he comes back up. And they get the knock on to Bruce Wayne. That is big. And there is White Fang who's trying to crawl up to him. Probably go for that res play right there. Should be able to do so as Walker's not. Walker. Oh, okay. They're going to leave him. And Walker also spotted the UAZ head by. And he's going to probably look to now reposition back into the circle. But the problem with squad number 18 is they have 11 right next to them. A couple of bullets here and there. Both players are down to half HP. They're taking blue zone damage as well. Couple of bullets connect in. Both these players are going to go down, and this is going to be the end of squad number 18. Very risky play to rotate that late, but it eventually ends up working out. I don't think they're aware of the 2 players who are behind them. Oh, they run straight into squad number 20 and they get flushed. Okay. Never mind. I thought that they were going to meet their end with the hands of squad number 11, but it comes with squad number 20. And now squad number 11, they're in some trouble themselves. Deadeye down to about 25% health. His teammates actually already knocked down. Firebird is down.
Deadeye over there. And squad Ryan, Rip squad Ryan. They've taken Firebird. Firebird is going to get knocked. He's going to try and thirst him.
Yeah, and they're trying to thirst him as well.
So Smokes pushes him.
Yeah, Smokes being dropped. I think he threw a nade at his teammate.
Oh, good way to deny a kill.
Deadeye just tossed it. No, he was dropping smokes. So I think for a fact
But would it work, Shade? If your teammate is knocked,
no,
and you know there's no way to recover him, if you throw a nade,
I don't think that works. No, I still think
that would be an epic way to deny a kill.
That would be cheating borderline to deny a kill away from a squad that potentially does not get them qualified, right? No. I strongly believe that if it is a TK, eventually.
No, but in real life, right? If you're caught by the enemy, what do? You commit suicide, right?
No, you don't.
You don't want to give information.
No, you don't. That is what KGB spies do.
Squad number 20 has got straight into 4 squads, and now they have squad number 16 right next to him. This is going to be a crazy battle. Thor, he gets 1 knock over there, and White Fang, he's able to get the kill onto Thor. Iconic. He's killing our humans. There's fights happening everywhere.
Yeah, look at this. There's 3 knocks in. White Fang still giving chase. He is going to probably take a breather, go for the res onto Shocker, but the players all around. I don't think he's going to be able to get the full res out. White Fang's taking in some damage as well. See, squad number 21 just casually trying to buy in the middle of all of this, and he does get knocked down back there. White Fang is going to give up. He's like, nope, not worth it anymore. I'm going to go back to safety. You are on your own, at least for now. While Marvel Star...
They don't know they have 2 potential kills next to them.
Yeah, they don't know. Marvel Star, I think, is AFK as well.
What's Viper doing?
And
he's not going to get...
Yeah, he's not going to res
Why
himself
is he not
now.
resing Viper?
No, I think Star is AFK for a second. And
convenient time to be AFK.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure his teammates going like, brother, not like this. It's got number 21. There's smokes all around. In comes the Darcy as well. Let's see if they quickly pick up and relocate. Or they're just going to stand here and fight. Not the ideal range to be fighting with Uzi.
That Molly is good. Is it going to be enough onto Boy? No, Boy takes some damage. And Rip Squad Ryan, he's been playing amazingly well. They've got 6 kills for the team, and if they're able to pull this into the last zone, it looks good for Rip squad right now.
Yeah, let's move over. Squad number 22 though, big maniac YT. They have squad number 24 just about at the edge of this circle, but they've got in a lot of smoke cover. They can buy time. This is such a small circle, by the way, and we have 11 squads alive. Make that 10 now, as we do have I and we eventually getting eliminated out as well. But right now, I want to move back over to this fight happening at the corner. Maniac with that nade will find one knock across. But I think he's pretty much alone right now. And there's not much he can commit to. But to stay here and hope that he finds more opportunities to find knocks and eventually kills.
Look at that push coming in through the smoke. They're making their way. They know they have to drop even more smokes if they have to climb up that mountain. Otherwise it's going to be an open battle and they're going to be taken down like headless chickens.
Indeed, indeed. As we have squad number 11, one of the players down there in Firebird. I think Toxic wants to chase the flush here, but he has no idea of Firebird. There, he spots Firebird out, but Toxic, he's ended up taking so much damage, but now Firebird is taking blue zone damage as well. I think he has enough time here to drop that first aid. Oh, he doesn't! The blue comes in and says, yeah, bye. 3 players just straight up just die to the zone. Squad number 16 coming in. They're gonna come in hot straight into their squad number 19 on this side. Shroudy wasn't ready for this. It's gonna get knocked down. The player who did look like he was AFK just baited them in. And squad number 16 fortunately had numbers here. They're gonna be able to get the trade in. Squad number 20, they've got a knockdown as well onto Rahul.
Yeah, they just got 4 kills in a matter of 1 minute over here.
That is big. That is big indeed. And now over here we see White Fang being spotted out, nades being thrown out onto the side, and White Fang's like, yeah, sure, I'm not gonna sit here anymore, I am done. He's gonna head back, but he's not got too far away to back off either. There is the blue holding him from one side. On the far side we have squad numbers 24, 20. Both of them, I think 24 is out in the open, 20 is holding their compounds right now. There's smokes deployed for days. It's going to allow them to rotate back out through those open fields. White Fang. Patience though, still. Greedy still down. And Greedy Greedy nades himself.
He nades himself.
I don't even know.
I want to know who gets these kills.
And 11 out of 10 for parking right now. Look at this. Amaze. Indeed. But X-Class. Where's this fight happening? I see there is squad number 13 on top of the hill, and they're keeping tabs on White Fang. I don't think White Fang knows there are squads on top of the hill who are also vying and pretty much tunnel visioning in onto squads that are below them. We have squad 24 there, 20 there, 10 right there. We have 13 and 22 on the far side, where we have X-Class who's gotten knocked down. Where's his teammate? Bigism. He's not even trying to pick him up. He's just got up and decides to run away, and he's eventually gonna get flushed up by impact. Squad number 20.
They just blow up with the zone.
Yeah, they're gonna end up going down as well. But Shroudy out in the open, they have no idea the players are about, and squad 16 just melts back down. Squad number 13 versus squad number 24. And yeah, that was as easy as it gets there for squad number, I think it's 13 there at the end, who do take the chicken dinner. I own with, what was it, 13 kills. They had the better position there at the end. They were at the high ground. They were on top of the hill. They had vision on all the squads below them. The squad that was on their left were only too strong. When they get the first knock in, that was pretty much curtains for that fight as well. With the blue pushing in, there was no opportunity for the rest to come in there to just push in and hope Ion doesn't really look that way. And eventually squad 16, who wins the fight below, also had to push up the hill out in the open without really having any idea of Ion's positioning there. And that was a pretty straightforward chicken dinner. 3 kills in for DBC, gonna put them in second position. TBS, third position with 4 kills. But it is Karma
will topple things over.
Yeah, they're gonna, I think, probably head over to third position with the 11 kill haul.
Maybe even second.
Yeah, we don't really know. We'll have to wait to check out the scorecard at the end. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. We still have 2 more games coming your way here today in day number 3, the final day of qualifier rounds before we head to the semi-finals tomorrow. Big shout out to the sponsors: title sponsor Alienware, powered by Logitech G, associate sponsors Next Emerge Media and Kaspersky, GP partner Galax, energy drink partner Monster Energy. This is Shade Slayer as well as Flash. Be right back.
When you walk in the room, it's still, and you can't see nobody else. I'm not the only one who feels that switch inside my body change. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. When we go out, we don't get far, 'cause everybody knows your name. They stop to ask you how you are, but now our dinner plans run late, and I know your mother raised you right, so I don't wanna make you rush. And now and then can't help but wish this life was just the two of us. Oh, I just want you to myself. 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 You called to say that you will make it over to my place tonight. The office got you working late, and when you're off, you'll be too tired. I don't wanna make a scene. You're just so good at what you do. It's selfish of me to think that I'm the only dream for you. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself.
a single tear on my face. Pockets overflowing with what I need today. Doesn't mean that it's easy, and it isn't always great, but it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. The picture isn't perfect, the road ain't always straight. It gets a little crazy, and you know sometimes we need a break. But it's better than it could be. It should be. Taking what we're given, we can't complain, 'cause it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, sometimes it's gonna rain, but I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a perfect picture, mister. You know that's true. But it ain't about what you say, it's about what you do.
Good. Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good.
Life is going like it should.
Life is going
Yeah,
like it
it's
should.
all good. It's all good. When you know where to look,
Gotta know, gotta know, gotta
it's
know.
all good. It's all good. It's all good. Good.
Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen to the ILG Cup Season 3 PUBG Minor. This is game number 2 for today, and looks like the flight path is slightly mid-oriented but towards the south. Again, like usual, from the west to the east, and quite a lot of map portion is going to come into play. There's not going to be a problem at all. You're going to see a lot of Georgepur, Rozok School, Mansion, Shelter, Prison, Miltapa, Novo, Millbase, Pre-Mosque. We can see two teams going to Pre-Mosque this time. So it's going to be a battle of Pre-Mosque, looks like. It's one place where I generally drop shade, and I like that place because there's medium loot and not too much of... I mean, even if you have fights, it's so much open space that you can, take a fight and even fall back if things are going wrong. But you can see Pochinki, there are two squads. There's squad number 10 and squad number 12. And you can see squad number 21, squad number 8 moving towards Yasnaya and Mansion. There's squad number 9, squad number 18 and 14 are at Milta.
Yeah, I think Milta is where
Milta Power.
Milta Power is where we're gonna see the initial action break out. Squad number 18, squad number 14 all drop into the same building here, and we immediately see squad number 18 looking to back off. 14 did get the jump initially, and shots being fired, and they will get the first knock across. Usual YT ends up going down. Phoenix will be able to find one, and his teammate's gonna come charging through. He has a gun, but it's a DP versus, I'm not really sure, but the dancing around. Players straight up below. In fact, it's SKS, and in the battle of spray, the SKS is not gonna come out on top of its squad 12. Will eventually clean up.
Just clean up everything.
Yeah, there was only one player from squad number 18 that actually had the gun there, and only gets the one knock with the DP, gets cleaned up. The rest of his teammates just ended up going down as soon as they landed. Squad number 14 were able to get into the building, find themselves pistols, guns.
There's another battle happening. Like I said, the battle of Pre-Mosque. There is Lucifer who's down. That's Clan War. Squad number 19. They have squad number 16 right
Ooh,
next to
that's ALS.
There's squad number 16.
Yeah, this is a squad, I believe, that has made it into the finals previously, or at least the semi-finals. I remember seeing them in multiple matches, but looks like in this scenario, we have one of the players from squad 19.
Shadow's pushed up. He's pushing up that building. There's Lucifer right on top. I don't think they'll be able to get the res in. Is he going to get that flush? He's moving towards Lucifer.
Yeah, he's going to be moving in that direction, and Shadow...
Okay, Lucifer's in the opposite building.
Yeah, he's in the opposite building. He's just taking some quick TPP to check out the positions of other squad 19 players. There is MD on the far side who's taking TPP as well, up against that compound wall, I believe. It's actually a shack. And it's gonna get a little bit cagey right now. There's just so much buildings in and around. It's a pretty tricky situation where you don't want to be running in blind. There are various spots that players from squad 19 can be holding, and one small mistake is gonna cost ALS a player, maybe more.
And currently it's looking like squad number 16 is trying to sandwich a war from two angles, right? And already squad number 19 is in between them. So they might be in trouble as to who to fight. Should I take the people in front of me? Should I take the people on the left? It's going to be a really difficult battle. Over that Lucifer, he does not have enough heals as well. So looks like there's another battle brewing somewhere. That's NVK Prey versus RGB. And knocks happening everywhere. Nevertheless, this battle is going to be a stalemate. Not much going to come out of.
Yeah, ALS is gonna drop a nade by the looks of things above. And there is, I think, two players holding that angle there. Yeah, they're above. And Shadow not making a single move across. He's just gonna sit there. He knows that players above him.
यासना से भग के भगी थी, वो कहाँ गई पता नहीं.
And over here, squad RGB get wiped out completely. Squad number 10 get control.
Oh, and above they're gonna push Shadow is actually going to go pushing in. Silent pre-fires across, but not good enough. John is there for the trade, and that's should be squad number 19 losing 2 players at least. And over on the far side, we have Rohit and MD charging up above the hill. MD gets knocked down. Rohit's gonna get shot down as well, and ALS, they hunt every single last player down. And squad number 19 is wiped off the server here, and ALS gonna end up getting Primorsk all to themselves. Let's move over to the map here, Johnny.
Yeah, we can see every team has their own place to loot. Now it's quite, safe for them to pick up as much as they can. We see squad number 5, they've got mill base. Novo, no one has attempted as of now. Squad number 23 has Milta, squad 14 has Milta Power. If you compare to different spots over there, a few teams are not going to have that great loot, like squad number 5 maybe, like squad number 17 maybe, like squad number 21 maybe. But yeah, they'll have enough to take those batters. And if you win those batters is where you're going to, accumulate that loot. I don't know if squad number 23 might want to do a bridge camp over here. It might not be the wisest of decisions, because you do not know how many squads have gone to the lower island, unless you had a scout who was just, who gets off very late. He just hovers on top, seeing. I mean, in PUBG PC, it's viable to just, see who's moving towards what side, how many people are moving towards which area. Mobile, not that much, but you definitely get a rough idea as to especially when you're looking at lower island. It's very important to know how many teams have gone to the lower island, because then you can understand whether it's worth doing the bridge camp or no.
And the beauty of this circle currently is the fact that all these squads can rotate out late. They can loot late even if they're not in the circle. It's not a very far rotate either. You can pretty much make it on foot if you don't even have vehicles up, which is why you see I think teams who have even spread out towards Severny, Stolber, Georgiopol aren't really gonna feel pressured to actually make that rotate early, and they can loot pretty deep into the circle. The circle's not really gonna bite either. And we're gonna switch over to squad number 17. That's Team Burnkspree. I guess I'm getting the pronunciation right, but they're right now up at North George.
Another clan which is well known in the Indian scene is Boss Clan, right?
Right.
And Boss Clan, they are good 4 strong over here. Looks like they made some changes in the lineup. They have a new player over here. Maybe for this minor they're trying it out. But yeah, they are closer towards that Rozhawk area. And they are going from house to house taking that loot. So you can see they don't have that much loot over there. They have 1 medikit, 10 bandages, 1 energy drink, maybe limited ammo. So things are not that comfortable, but they're definitely moving from one compound to the other and scavenging as much as they can.
Yeah, and the drop comes in, the first one. It's going to be inside Military Island. It's a Mark 14 with 762, level 3 West, helmet backpack. And there's actually no real squads in and around this area. So I think that's going to remain unscouted for at least this phase. Maybe in the next phase you might see squad number 5 maybe look to rotate out of Military Island entirely. It has dropped towards that eastern bridge, and if they do decide to take that bridge, they will be able to find and loot that up. For now, squad number 11. One of the squads who's at Lipovka, there is squad number 8 as well, which is I believe X4T, Team X-Force. It's just a couple of buildings away, so Eat 9mm. Moving out in the open was a pretty risky play. By the way that they're moving though, I don't think they're aware of squad number 8 currently being here. Oh, he spotted him just now. We have Toxic out on the street, and he's gonna find himself the first knock. There are more teammates here who are gonna look for that flush. They're gonna tag him down to half HP, but lucky for him, it did manage to get knocked right next to the compound wall. So he's gonna be able to use that for cover.
Yeah, Boyka. He's getting the resin, and he's technically going to help his teammate to move out. He's going to apply those bandages. Looks like they don't have that. Like I said, these areas, Lipovka, not that great for loot. Okay for one squad maybe, but when there's a crowd, it becomes too much.
Look at this charge across. They're going to go move across the street. He's going to move back.
Doesn't Boyka hear this?
Yeah, I'm sure he has. And right now, they don't really have too much option. They have to wait for Eat 9mm to get his medkit off, which he does. And now Boyka, he does have a few boosters to work with, has some bandages as well. I think he's gonna quick double boost up and wait for squad number 8 to make the first move. Toxic. If he moves up another room, he's gonna leave himself vulnerable to maybe eat 9mm, which is why you see Chilo actually playing it very safe right now, and they providing good cover for Joker to actually
Boyka, he
move up.
takes so much damage. The 3 people just sprayed at him, and now look at them running at him like flies. Eat 9M. He's, however, there for cover. He's entered the house. Boyka, if he gets naded over here, there's going to be a lot of problems for him, because nade cooking in PUBG Mobile, you know, I've seen.
And the zones come in as well. Right now, they're sitting up at the edge of the compound. They don't really have the best of ways out of this place. They don't have themselves a vehicle. Squad number 8 does, and it's gonna come down to how patiently and how much longer squad 8 wants to wait here. They are taking blue zone damage themselves. They're gonna end up wasting some boosters as well.
And look at the heals, it's not good. He just has 3. I mean, Boyka, he's left with just 3 bandages. After this, what do? If you take damage, we are already taking zone damage. You're going to take a fight. If you're not on
And
the better
squad
side,
number 11, they've run out of places to hide. Right now, they're gonna have to take this fight up against sprays coming in. Boyka ends up getting knocked down, and it's gonna be all down to eat 9mm. Who's gonna find the first knock across? He's gonna go second. He's gonna find 2, almost the third. But the tag team there was just too strong. But 2 players there from squad 8 moving in one by one. I thought there might be a window where he's gonna be able to punish this, but as soon as the second player gets knocked down, the trade comes from the other angle, and he couldn't really readjust in time. Squad number 8 will pick up the 2 kills, and they get some decent loot as well. Hopefully they had some boosters in there, with which they can save some heals up for later. In fact, sure, Toxic, both of them gonna end up getting knocked down to the zone. They're gonna have to be re-resed back up. The second time around though, it should be easier. They should be able to drop some heals over, get the heals off. Yeah, he drops a first aid there, does Joker. And they're gonna be moving out of Lepovka, but they've got a fair bit of distance to go. And
they're very lucky that the end of the circle is quite
it's
close. It's not that
yeah,
far.
yeah, it's not too far away, and they have themselves a UAZ parked at the entrance here. So with the vehicle, that job must be so much faster. We jump over to Mojo, who's also sitting towards, I believe, the north part of the circle. Yes, it is. They're gonna probably edge camp that for quite a bit.
Yeah, they wait for the next circle to move in. Right now, Boss Clan, they only have 1 kill as of now, and they're not going to want to take those fights until teams start cluttering in towards the circle. So we see squad number 5 right now crossing over the bridge, squad number 16 coming on from Primos, and squad number 5 might just meet squad number 16 if they want to. If squad number 16 comes to the petrol bunk over there and camps over there, maybe if they want to bridge camp as well. That petrol bunk is in the circle, and it's a good place to hold.
Alright, as we look at how phase number 2 looks like, it is going to move a little more central. Does have about 10% of water in it, but fortunately it's only a small piece of land on the military island side, and the one team that did go military island, squad number 5, is actually already making their way through to the main island. So none of these teams are gonna have too many problems of not being able to rotate in time, but it's gonna be a question of who finds the better position moving into the future phases. There, phase 5, 6, 7. I think the ones that do guess right and don't really need to make a long rotation are the ones who will benefit. Last time around we saw the teams that actually held the top of the hill coming out trumps towards the end, and I think that there's similar positions what teams will be aiming to pick up as this game progresses. Let's have a look at squad 9 right now, TBM.
Yeah, TBM, they are again holding AC squad number 8, just going. Is he going to fire? Or he's just going to wait? Maybe that trigger discipline does not want to show out his position. So Faisal is going to hold that line.
That's going
Anyways,
to be a
they're
pretty
too far.
that's going to be a pretty low percentage play there if he does decide to fire away,
He takes the
and
car 98. Is he going to shoot the car 98?
maybe one lucky shot you go for it, and if you get the knock, you get yourself a nice little
So one problem
highlight
is
video.
it's not very easy when you're playing on a mobile, right? When there's so much movement happening and someone moving at that speed, right? If you're moving at that speed, to drag and get that accuracy on that sniper, right? You have to have very high sensitivity to do that fast. But also then when you are in open field, you need a bit low sensitivity to get those headshots correctly. So it's really difficult to use snipers in PUBG Mobile, especially on a moving target. So it's not very easy, and it does not make sense if you're not going to get that shot in. It's better not to take that shot because you're just giving away your position.
Yeah, and as we know, pretty much information is everything in PUBG Mobile. You don't really want to give away. So what happens is, not only do you give away your current position, but based on where the circles eventually move, teams are also going to be able to gauge what is your pathing going to look like coming into those future phases, and they're going to be able to guess your position in all the upcoming phases as well, which leaves you very vulnerable, and the chances of being able to maybe sneak your way in, maybe third party on some of those fights, goes drastically lower. And yep, as of now, we're gonna quickly look at Burn Claws. What's he doing, Johnny?
Yeah, squad number 17, they've taken a very nice compound in the center. A very high percentage that the circle might come towards them only. So they are going to be very safe as of now. They don't have to worry. They don't even have to worry about taking that much fights. There was a drop right in front of them, though they haven't picked it up though. But nevertheless, they can just hold that compound. They do not need to take that fight.
Yep, we're going to move over as the next zone's going to reveal itself. Let's see if it's going to move central. It does. So again, most of the squads are going to be very comfortable with this.
Look at what squad number 16 did. They went from pre-mosque. They didn't take the fight towards bridge, but they directly went to the center, knowing that now it's better in this fourth phase. This is the third phase coming in. Yeah. So in this third phase, it's better to be center and have a compound, because you kind of can predict where the circle is going to come, and if you are lucky enough, you don't have to take that much fights unnecessarily, and you can at least secure yourself a top 10 position.
Indeed, as right now, looking at squads that are making the rotates, we see squad number 15 towards the north, making their rotate very close to where squad number 7 is. On the bottom side, we're having 22 and 5 as well.
Let's kind of check the action towards 22, because 22 is not in the zone, and squad number 5 are making their way towards it. There is one guy of squad number 5 who's come straight. The squad number 5, another vehicle, that's ACE, right next to squad number 22.
I think they're committing for this fight right now.
But squad number 5 does not know squad number 22 is here.
Yeah,
but is squad 22 holding the outsides of? There's one person in barn. Yeah, they're holding the outsides.
But look at where Ace is. Ace knows that he spots both Dark Net as well as Skull Hunter, and he's shooting him from behind. Skull Hunter's like, oh my god, the players atop the hill as well. And lucky for him, he's managed just to make it into that house there. Considering how exposed he was out in the open, I think that's a pretty big win right there for squad number 22. But they're not out of the woods just yet. There is Hustler as well as Jabba. We're keeping tabs.
Oh, that nade onto Nitish. Dhana. He gets
Dhana actually charges up. And always gets standing in the corner. He tried to be a little sneaky about what he was doing there, but unfortunately not sneaky enough. Oh, what?
Look at Darkness. Darkness, the only person left from that squad, and Darkness, he's going to hold that line. He's not going to take a fight at all. He knows his team is done for. He needs to be careful. He's very close to the zone. Does not have to take that fight. I think Imagine, has he seen the... Oh, the push comes from behind. He's shooting onto Imagine, but he gets shot from top. Hustler, he is able to, get that kill in. And anyways, that's squad number 5.
Yeah, squad number 5, they hold on. I don't think they lost anybody either. Just taking a little bit of damage.
ALS were in a fight right now. They blew up a vehicle. They've got 6 kills. all of a sudden things looking very good for Team ALS.
I think they picked up 2 kills up at Primos,
Primos
and now they've gotten themselves a squad wipe as well. So they're doing really well for themselves. Third phase though, there's still 12 squads alive. Squad number 9 is looking to make this. I think they've already picked up the kills. I think, yeah, they have.
They see the drop over there on the left. ALS. Tilt your vehicle.
Let's move over. The squad number 6 has come charging. Is this squad 6 fighting up here? Yes, it is. A couple of players have gotten knocked down below. And Dark Devil inside.
Yeah, they just clean up squad.
Yeah, they clean them up.
On the other hand, squad number 23, they heard everything that happened over there. And Beast OP, he is checking with his mini with the 8x. And he realizes they are again in a nice position at the edge of the circle. They have a good compound cover through farm. But they do know squad number 9 is right on top. Nevertheless, squad number 23 gonna pick up that vehicle, and they're gonna now they've seen zone number 4. Again, very close to them.
Ooh, but look at where the circle shifts, Johnny.
Quite a lot of open field. I would say 80% is open field. Few houses here and there.
Yeah, it moves towards the eastern side, and all the squads had set up more towards a central position.
This is going to be a mountain battle, for sure. Mountain battle. You know, they have to climb up above farm on the hills over there, and this battle is not going to be easy when you're playing in a mountain battle, because you have different ridges to take cover, and taking those fights with those ridges, it grants you a lot of shield, but also you do not know from which angle, if someone is above you, or even if they're coming from below you, which angle they're going to flush you out from.
Yeah.
So you always have to make that circle and move towards any team.
Yeah, and I think a little bit of vehicular cover is also eventually going to be helpful. We've seen many squads, in fact, use that vehicle up around a rock, form themselves a nice little barrier, so to speak. And talking about barriers, Beast OP is spotted out squad 10 on the squad house right opposite.
And looks like Boss. Are they going to find anyone nearby? No, Boss clan also. They want to make that push towards squad number 8.
Yeah, they've got one knock in. Maybe
Someone
I think
else
2.
squad. They are going to try and third party this. Or squad number 10 on the other.
Yeah, there's squad number 7 here. 7 going up against, I think that is squad number 8. Yeah, there's a player who's knocked down. He's going to come crawling back inside. 2 players are above. And there is a res coming through from Outlook onto his teammate. But they're pushing through. He needs to fight this soon, and his teammate was ready. He gets the knock in, but they're all inside. Right now, the decision comes, do you push in, go for that knock, or do you heal up? I think they're going to use one of their players as bait, who's going to go charging up, and they will find the cleanup onto squad number 8. So squad number 7, hold on, 2 strong. In fact, 3 strong is 1 player outside as well. Squad number 8, 2 players above. And Joker is getting baited right now by Outlook. You see the shots coming in, nades ready to go.
On the other hand, squad number 10, they're fighting squad number 17. And they have squad number 23 just across them. So again, not a good battle to take over there for squad number 10.
Ooh, and Joker does have some smoke cover here. Let's see if he's actually going to look to push this. Nades though, raining in pretty close to where he was. I think maybe 10 centimeters ahead, and that would have done some damage onto Joker, if not getting the whole knock. But Smoke providing some decent cover from squad number 7 being able to raid this. Molotov gets forced out above, but Cheetos found himself a nice corner, but he gets knocked from the window there. Wide open. Not sure if that was squad number 16 who manages to third party into this, but Joker is going to have to hold his position, go for this res back out, and that may be the big window here for Outlook and Co to push up, go for that kill, but nope. Just playing it way too safe, and that is something Team X4 are going to be happy about. They're like, whoo, could have gotten closer. The timing was going to be everything, and X4 seemed like they're in no hurry to push this. They know they have the inferior position, while T9...
Look at squad number 23. They're going to pick up that vehicle and move from there. They can stop you the drops, but they don't want to take that risk There's a fresh drop which is right in front of them. They didn't even go there. They
Oh, there's the push. They come up. They're gonna go for the trade. The first player does get knocked down, pushing up through the stairs there. I think he jumped the gun, and eventually the second push comes through. Chilo will get the kills in, and squad number 8. They will lose one of their players, but they get the squad wiped in, so they get 4 kills. But it's still 10 squads alive, so they've still got a fair bit of distance to go in this game before they are in a position to qualify for that semi-finals on Thursday, as Beast OP got knocked.
Yeah, the team just gets wiped over there. They
And he had
tried
a
to
ghillie
dump-
suit on him as well.
No, so the ghillie suit people killed him. That's actually squad number
alright.
17.
Alright.
Squad number 17 take down that vehicle. Look at them. They've taken cover, but it's not that great cover. Though it's in the circle, but just look at where the circle is. It's on a tilt of the mountain. And you are going to get fired from everywhere. There's no place which can keep you safe. It's just those rocks which are going to be lower.
Yeah, UYF. I think they end up getting a couple of their players knocked. Squad number 5. They split up 2-2, and ALS, in fact, getting shot long range by Imagine with that DP. There's a 4x DP, and they've actually gotten some decent amount of damage in onto ALS. ALS Shadow +1 is actually inside the blue zone, and they've got a fair bit of distance to go before they make it into the zone. And squad number 5, they spot out another squad on the right hand side below them. This is going to be a short ride across. They probably go for the edges right now, and look at squad making their way in, but it's an open field. Everyone just driving around. This squad, there was at 16, there's 15, there's 14, there's squad 5 watching all of them moving around. It's all a mess, Johnny.
Yeah, look over there. On the other hand, squad 15 have made a little nest for themselves. Good cover. And squad is just coming by, getting scared and moving away, looking at so many vehicles. So squad number 15 secured themselves perfectly in the circle. They right now don't even have to burst those vehicles.
Yeah, look at where the squads are currently positioned. There's squad number 21 at the compound below. Squad number 17 up towards that hill, dropping a lot of smokes for cover because they're pretty much in the open. There's squad number 9 as well as squad number 10 here on the far right hand side. Squad 15's here as well with NY. Oh, hold that power. Let's jump over to NYK. There's some damage coming in. Mojo's also getting ready to shoot at some people right there. I think he did have a team in
Squad
his
14,
crosshairs.
yeah. That was, they were in the tower, watchtower, and squad number 5 also shooting at them from the right.
Alright. A lot of people out in the open, so I do expect there to be a lot of people pruned up as well, waiting for cover. We have Cave getting knocked down. I believe that is squad number 17. Fighting away. They do have some cover of smokes. Let's see if that's going to be enough to get the res onto K-Spree. Alexi from NYK ends up getting knocked out as well. And all these fights happening in and around the map. There's a lot of action. Unfortunately, we're trying to catch as many happen as things go by. I think it's squad number 21 at the edge also looking to make their way in. Burn Claws going to get involved. There's players above him. There's players on the right hand side. There's
Look at this clutter.
He's seen Prati.
Look
He's
at
seen
the
Prati.
clutter towards the west. I mean, there are 5 squads, self over there, just next to each other.
And now Burn Claws, he needs to commit right here, right now. He needs to start moving, and he's gonna end up getting knocked down. That should be an easy flush out. There was Prerak above him.
Prerak, he's just gonna get that heal in right now, and Squad number 5 have an open shot at him. If Squad number 5 just peek over there, or Squad number 14, they'll be able to see him clearly. But because this is the problem that happens when you're playing from a smoke.
Yep. And
Oh, Abby, he's sitting in the smoke. He gets 2 knocks onto NVK. Pre-rack, he needs to go for that push, or he needs to get the res up first. He is.
yeah,
going
this
for
is
the res.
such a risky res though, as we do have Abai who's going to be looking to push this. I think he's actually spraying away through
He's
the
trying to
smoke.
search Black Dog.
Yeah, he's looking for Black, but he's not going to be able to find him. But at the edge there, he's going to go prone, and Prerak actually messes up that spray, and that's going to be the end of squad number 10 by the looks of things. Now, nades out. Imagine What's the play here? He's got A's knocked down right up ahead of him, up at Watchtower. There's squad number 14 who's going to come charging up, looking for those flushes, but they're going to get shot at by that player from squad number 5. They're still thinking, hey, should we really move across the smoke or should we just hold our ground? Hold our ground is the decision. They're going to move straight back into cover. Cave Spike though, still looking a little bit adventurous, moves out, and there's the entirety of Boss who's up above that ridge right there. They have decent position. And now Mojo spraying away is gonna find one. Cave Spike slowly moves back into cover. That was Elijah who does get fully flushed out as well. So Boss end up losing one player very early. Cave has lost one as well in Bazooka, which is why you see Spike taking up a far more defensive position. We did have, I think there was Sharko who came out earlier from that Watchtower, and immediately as soon as there was some TPP action coming through, he was like, nah, we're gonna move back in. And right now there's still 4 squads alive, 10 players alive, and I think this is gonna be one of those fights that decides who's gonna take the victory. Both these squads are 3-man strong, and they're gonna make us, whoever makes it through is gonna make a strong case. And I think, ooh, Weekend gets spotted. NYK Weekend is spotted there by Spike, and he's gonna go down. Actually, wait, yeah, that was Cave Spike, in fact, who manages to get the kill in. Eventually, Mojo going in for the res. Cave Spike looking to push through. Not sure if he spotted any player out there just yet. They will be able to get the res off and the first aids
I
as
don't think
well.
squad number 15 knows that Cave Spike is so close.
3v2 right now. 3 teams alive. Cave Spike. That smoke will eventually end up wearing out. Boss, however, they've covered themselves with smokes everywhere, and I think now squad number 14, they need to be wary of the third squad that is in play as well, that is TBM. They've been silent till now. They've been spectators up on the right hand side, and Cave Spike actually gonna end up getting knocked down, and they're gonna look for the full flush out as well. He's got some tree cover here as Sharko. They have to make decisions right now. Do you push across right away and look for that fight up against squad 15, or do you go for the res? If you go for the res, you leave yourself pretty vulnerable here up against Psycho, and he's gonna find two big kills there eventually. And now Faisal, he's not sitting back as well, he's pressuring up against squad number 15. The nade is good, drop, Caesar's OP, and now he's gonna push up ahead, probably look for the flush. He spots out Mojo's down as well. There's a player up in the corner, he can't find him. The third player gets the knockout and will be able to flush that player out. Now it is down to a 1v1. We have squad number 15 up against squad number 14. 3v3 scenario, I believe. No, wait, is it a 3v3 scenario? It is. 3v2 we won. In fact, Psycho's still alive from squad number 9. I thought for a fact in all that chaos he's ended up gotten flushed up.
No one's even headshotting him.
Yeah, he's just standing there and he's like, let's see if I can spot anyone out, playing like a boss. And I think he sees Artemis there at the edge of the smoke, and he's getting shot at from the other side. Man, you can't stand like that. There, wait, boss? They did take a couple of shots in his direction, but smoke for cover. What's the play? He's still gonna stand up there like a boss. Not really sure if he wants to full commit into this. 3v2, we won. I think Psycho eventually spots out maybe a couple of players from Boss. The smoke might actually end up working in his favor. The fact that he's able to isolate away squad number 14 and look to tunnel vision up against squad 15 only for this fight. But this is as cagey of a final phase that I've seen. Usually see squads go gun blazing. No one really holding positions this long, and I think it's primarily because these squads have been fighting for so long right now that they're going to be pretty depleted in terms of meds, and eventually he does go down to Cave Spike. I think that's a legit ending to TBM there. They did have 6 kills, so they should be good enough to qualify for that semi spot right now. We move into the last 2 squads remaining, a 3v2 scenario. A man advantage for squad 15. Circle, of course, it's going to start pushing in suicidally, and it's going to eventually force out a fight. I think it's going to come down to some of these wild sprays across. Even if one knock comes through for either squad, you are going to expect the other squad to push in for the flush. and have an immediate close to this Group H matchup. So traditionally we have only Group H as the final group for qualifiers, but this time around in minor number 7 we have something new. We have so many squads that registered. We said, hey, we're gonna have another additional group just so that we can accommodate more guys and give you guys an opportunity to take part in ILG Cup, which is why this is not gonna be the final map. We're gonna have one more map coming your way after this, but we need some closure right now. We wanna see if squad number 14 can do this. Boss Clan has had an amazing game thus far, and not one of those high kill scenarios, but they've got 4 kills regardless. Cave on the other side squad. Oh, the 1-for-1 trade. They get the trade across, but the refrag is there. And unfortunately, I think it's going to come down to Mojo.
I think Cave Spike is going to get this.
Yeah, Mojo is healing up. And Cave Spike comes across and he's going to find Mojo. Going for that desperate heal there at the end. And Cave actually managed to take the chicken dinner with 12 kills in. Boss second position with 5 kills. TBM in third position with 6 kills. And 7 kills on to NVK to close out the top 4 slots. Players as well as squads that will be qualifying to the semi-finals tomorrow of minor number 7 of ILG Cup Season 3 PUBG Mobile. This is Shadesler as well as Flash. Be right back in a bit with the final game of the day.
dark and the room is still, and you can't see nobody else. I'm not the only one who feels the switch inside my body change. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. When we go out, we don't get far, 'cause everybody knows your name. They stop to ask you how you are, but now our dinner plans run late, and I know your mother raised you right, so I don't wanna make you rush. And now and then can't help but wish this life was just the two of us. Oh, I just want you to myself. 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 You called to say that you will make it over to my place tonight. The office got you working late, and when you're off, you'll be too tired. I don't wanna make a scene. You're just so good at what you do. It's selfish of me to think that I'm the only dream for you. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself.
sunshine and not a lot of rain. A whole lot of happy and not a single tear on my face. Pockets overflowing with what I need today. Doesn't mean that it's easy and it isn't always great, but it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. The picture isn't perfect, the road ain't always straight. It gets a little crazy, and you know sometimes we need a break. But it's better than it could be. It should be. Taking what we're given, we can't complain, 'cause it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, sometimes it's gonna rain, but I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a perfect picture, mister. You know that's true. But it ain't about what you say, it's about what you do.
Good. Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good.
Life is going like it should.
Life is going. Life is going
Yeah,
like it
it's all
should.
good. It's all good. When you know where to look,
Gotta know, gotta know, gotta know.
it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Good. It's all good. Life is going like it should.
Life is going like it
It's
should.
all good.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the ILG Cup Season 3 PUBG Minor. This is game number 9 and final game of our qualifiers. After this, we're going to have semi-finals coming in. Tomorrow is going to be a best of 2. Top 4 from this are going to make it to the semi-finals.
Yeah, and we have Entity Gaming, Team X, and more who will be taking the battleground tomorrow. But right now, we're going to jump into the final qualifier game. Johnny, take us through the flight path.
Yeah, the flight path is from southwest towards northeast. This is bang diagonal circle. Flight path, and it does not look. I mean, people can go to mill base here. Novo Reponi if they pick up a vehicle near farm. Again, most of the places are accessible. Time and time again, so the flight mechanism in PUBG Mobile is way little different than PUBG PC, right? So you can actually glide also if you want quite far compared to gliding in PUBG PC. And so over here, lots of places accessible, not like a few places where you waste a lot of time. In PUBG PC, the circle timings are also different and circles move in faster. So over here you have a lot of time to move to a place and get that loot. Knowing that you're playing on a handheld device, it's a little difficult. So there are changes because of that. Nevertheless,
we did have J-Star drop down, and okay, he's out in the open. There is squad number 9, squad number 16, all looking at him right now. He's going to be able to get back to some cover as he spots out Ninja OP, who does have, in fact, helmet, guns all equipped and ready to go.
Yeah, he has that Scorpion. He's going to pull that trigger. Oh, he sees one right in front of him, but now he's going to go to that wall. He does not want to take that fight. Ninja OP. He's going to be a little careful over here.
Yeah, there was, in fact, okay, these bad boy. These names are almost impossible to read. So there were players in and around there. Though RDX had one of the players pretty much zero loot in, but I think as soon as they see bad boy, that they're gonna be like, hey, there are more people around. He's guard back up. And we're just going to move back to default looting patterns. Wise decision, as it is not just, so there it is. It was in fact J-Star who was alone, but there was the rest of his squad up and kicking as well in this general area. And we have
INT already taking a fight over there. And
initially when I did see the drop, I did not see too many squads clumped together, but
they took out Gaithon Day over there, and now Team 14 is just running from there. They don't want to take that battle.
Yeah, it's a standard scenario. Oh wait, he rammed in.
He almost would have knocked Venom.
Yeah, he almost knocked Venom out there, and with squad number 24 not too far away from where.
One shot, Venom's down.
And they're gonna go towards squad number 24. In fact, shots to be fired. Do they get the knock?
No.
They don't. There was Shubham there who did go for that spray, but lucky for the fact that they did have some decent amount of distance between them as well as 24. There was Epsilon YT, and they're going to be able to keep both those players alive, losing just the one at the start.
It looks like squad number 10, they did see some company over here, but looks like that squad moved out. Squad number 11 was right next to squad number 10, and on the other hand, squad number 8 moving very close to squad number 24, taking some damage over there. But that Scorpion
going close to Shubham, but that's only the UMP.
So now that the next update is going to bring UMP, I mean kind of nerf UMP with that 0.45 ACP. So, do you think the UMP is going to be used? I mean, in PUBG Mobile, UMP is huge, right? And if once it gets nerfed, do you think it's going to be that viable in competitive play?
No, I think there's going to be a lot more players who are going to look at the vector, right?
Yeah.
In fact, maybe not. I'm not really sure about what is the current scenario with the competitive PUBG PC, but I know for a fact that in casual play, a lot of streamers actually prefer using the vector straight up for the fact that
because
the close range fights, it gives you such a big advantage in some of these fights. Let's quickly have a look at the map right now. The circle has revealed itself. We do have the circle heading towards the southern side. So it's not really decisive in the fact that we're not sure of whether it is going to be a mine island circle or a military base circle. Either of them still can be possible, but we do know for a fact that this circle means that you don't really need to rotate hard for any of these squads who have dropped towards the peripherals of the island. Squad at the middle of the side, we see squad number 24 getting constantly surrounded by a lot of these squads. You see Shubham, who is looting in and around this area. Yes, squad number 17, pretty close to where he currently is, and it's more of a squad number Seti, that's LGB Extreme OP.
What is that helmet? Is it like a pilot helmet?
Does look like one. Looks like the pilot helmet of someone who'd be piloting the helicopter.
It's a new battle pass helmet.
Is the new pass out? I'm not really sure.
No, I mean season 8.
Season 8.
Season 9 is going to be in another week or two.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken.
Right. And I think there's squad number 20 who's looking to get involved as well. They're going to get themselves into a boat. And I think that is going to be their way out of Ferry Pier right now. HK Vishal, squad 5.
Yeah, we still don't know who's going to reign supreme in Primos because there are two squads. There's squad number 22 and there's squad number 5. And you cannot evade a squad for very long in Primos because slowly you're going to loot and meet each other.
Yeah. And it is going to pretty much start off with probably like a duel. Same goes here with squad number 16 as well. They do have one of the squads is right up next to
I
them.
thought this is I am Kansur, but it's Kayur.
Anywho, they're gonna drive past and head to join up with Sandhu 6X, who's far away or looting all on his own. Are they really gonna look to ditch him? Maybe he has his own vehicle, so I think overall it should be fine. But we're gonna move back over and see how things are building here in Primorsk.
Yeah, and Primos now they're slowly moving closer to each other. Vishal, he's still. I don't know if they've realized that there are two squads over there, and that's why they're not battling it out, or because they don't want to get into an early fight. 18 squads. I mean, out of 18, you still need to get into the top 4 to make a play. But
yeah, Vishal is actually pushed up very close right now to
even VSG Prabhat. They're firing onto Prabhat. It looks like they're making a way into his house. He needs to be careful. Is Prabhat in Adarsh's house or is it vice versa?
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to move a little closer to see what's happening.
Oh, they're just opposite houses.
Yeah, they're opposite houses indeed. As Prabhat is still looting away. I'm not really sure if he spotted players there. Looking at the way that they're actually moving out into the open, I don't think they would have risked it if they knew for a fact that FaZe Adarsh was actually so close. It's taking that TPP, looking in that general direction, and I look like they've already done some damage in onto Adarsh, and they're gonna split up a bit. We have Murli Raman, who's gonna come in towards the early position that Prabhat was holding, and that's allowed Prabhat to go for this play towards the left hand side.
So technically it's a 3v3. They are also 3v3. Oh, he gets the knock. Vishal gets the kill, knock onto Adarsh. He had a very clear open shot from there and he did not miss. Beautiful spray coming in by.
Yeah, very nice spray, and I love the fact that Prabhat is moving in. So they know for a fact squad number 22, they need to reposition back out and they need to move into this building to be able to get the res out. And out in the open, they've been spotted here. Prabhat doing in some massive damage. Drops him below about half HP there, and Adarsh can't really crawl back to the rest of his teammates. Either Messi as well as Game Clicks need to wait it out. Maybe even consider ditching Adarsh at this point of time as HK move into position. They're pretty much baiting out Adarsh to come in for the rest of 4X, and Messi's gonna end up getting knocked down, and that's Game Clicks already far behind. And he's running away. There were only 3 strong and they've already got 2 players knocked in. No one really
gonna burn. Messi's done for. Can't do anything about that.
Yeah, they're gonna go for the flush right now. They've waited for a good 20 seconds there, waiting for an opportunity to see if Game Kicks is actually gonna step
but
up.
the fun is happening over here at bridge. There is bridge camp happening. Squad number 16 making his way. XCN, is he going to shoot? Yes, he is. But his whiffing completely because it looks like his sensitivity is quite...
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
gonna
because
miss
you
a
can
few easy shots
You
there.
can see the movement of his cursor with the vehicle. He's not able to move it that fast. So sensitivity, maybe he might want to readjust.
For now though, we have Kayur as well as Jay also drive by, and Jay actually manages to get a knock on the way. They're shooting away from the vehicle, and they're gonna be able to safely move that UAZ to cover, pick up a knock on the way as well. So squad number 16 in a decent position. I see RDX finding in a couple of knocks as well themselves. Drona, TBP out in the open along with Sadhu 6X, as they do have the high ground up against squad number 21. LGB gonna find 2 knocks as well. Let's move. Oh, that's a full squad wipe
Yeah,
already
squad number
done.
17, they take that fight and...
Alright, we have a drop coming down. We're gonna take you to that drop in just a bit. It's a Mark 14.
Yeah, it's that MK14 with the ghillie suit. So yeah, there are 7 things in it. MK14, tac stock, and you have a sniper rifle. MK14, definitely I love using it as an assault rifle as well. If you have the cheek pad, get that cheek pad and use it on auto. Oh my god, the close range battles are killer.
And looking at the circle's going to push in, and it's going to move southern. It's a military
It's a
island
military
circle.
circle.
Let's go, people. Let's go. Bridge camp already from squad number 16 and 21 going on, and now they're going to be like, hey, we're in an amazing position. We need not even fight
But they
each
still
other.
have to cross the bridge. They still have to cross the bridge.
Now, I think that it's going to be a scenario where these two are just going to be in a standoff for so long that we're going to see a lot more squads
joining in, and that's
onto
going
this.
to be like
Yeah,
messy.
and looking at the map, I already see squad number 7 driving in that general direction. Of course, most of these squads who are towards the northern side are going to spend a lot of time
A lot of teams, they get scared.
clearing out the bridge as
A
well.
lot of teams get scared to cross the east bridge, right? Because over there you have cover off the hill, you have cover. The vehicles are positioned better over there for cover. And that's why people are scared that the Novo people, if anyone has gone to Novo, those people might be bridge camping you behind. So they avoid taking that, bridge. But right now a lot of teams are also going to be hunting for boats. So that's also another option.
Yeah, I think most of these squads were making that early rotate.
He shoots over there, gets some damage done as well. But he's just going to hold the line.
Most of the squads who are going to be looking to rotate out early are the ones who are looking for boats, and we see Broy's being one of those squads, squad number 7. Some shots fired up at people lingering around, and a few players going down to the blue.
One full squad gets wiped down to the play zone.
I think they probably left their phones
Oh, this
aside.
is going to be fun. Squad number 17, squad number 8 is just past them. Oh, shots are not going to be fired though. Squad number 17 still safe. But for how long? For how long? They need to move to the other
Yeah,
island.
all the players who are not on military island have some problems.
Look at that. Look at squad number 22 coming in. And this is going to be a battle. Are they going to drive through? They have buggies. This squad number 16.
Game Clicks is like, let's go boys, let's go to military island. Let's just keep driving and see if they can hit us, and that was kind of
He's
anticlimactic.
alone. Is he alone?
He's
He's a solo player. He's like, I have nothing to lose. Let's just go.
This is the play. No, this was, if you remember this. Wait, what? He just jumped off
He's
the
going to
bridge.
camp? Oh, he just jumped off the bridge.
So this is the last remaining player from that fight up at Primos, and he just left, found himself a buggy.
That's what he said. I have nothing to lose. I'm gonna go.
Drives by, I think 8 players there up on the bridge. Is like bridge camp. No 2 hoots given. I'm just gonna keep driving. Oh, halfway through the bridge, I'm gonna do this 720 flip across. I'm just gonna keep driving, and game clicks. Man, I think this is the day where he probably pulls out his wallet and says, hey, let's go to the casino. I wanna put some money down on blackjack, because
Leave
all the luck
playing Russian roulette right
all
now.
the luck in the world on this man's side. Let's move over to another squad. Adam.
Squad number 9 is now attempting. It's Thanos.
Yep.
Thanos is going to take the vehicle and
They're
go.
like, rinse and repeat, let's go, let's drive fast.
But where's squad number 21? Have they gone underneath the bridge? Yeah, it looks like they've gone underneath the bridge. They are going from...
They're going to be actually walking on the water. They've actually finished that full journey across, and they're gonna make their way there, while Thanos and others are gonna go for this bridge camp.
No, they're actually wanting to cross. They're trying to see if someone's there. And his squad has gone. Now Thanos is going to follow.
If only EXE could have rotated earlier, they could have actually camped the other side of the bridge and put up a fight up against squad number 9. But timing is going to be everything. Asura, he actually hears squad number 9 driving above. So,
Are they going to bridge camp? Is that a good idea? Do you know people underneath you? Let's find out.
there's no way for them to have known their players below them.
Oh, now there's one squad. Oh, there's Team INT bridge camping the East Bridge.
No, I don't think they're going to stay here for too long though. They are put up
They put up in one building, and that building gives you clear shot if any vehicle driving straight at you.
But I don't think there's...
Look at this. Now squad number 17 is coming in. Let's look at how 17 is going to cross this over.
Well, that bridge camp kind of ended up being anticlimactic in the fact that those two squads who were looking to take a duel up against each other, both of them left long before the rest of the squads were able to rotate inward. So, squad number 13, we look at INT Gangster, who's going for a quick rotate around the perimeter of this next zone that's going to reveal itself, looking for any stragglers, looking to see if there's anyone coming in for the backstab who's been hiding inside Military Island itself, but that's not going to be the case. Squad 17 though, squad that one was the squad you were looking forward to making their way towards the bridge.
Have they spotted squad 15? Yes, they spotted squad 15. Are they going to fire now? Oh, he is. Roy Ninja, he's taking some casual shots. Vivek OP has spotted that, and Vivek OP is going to stop. Now there's a sandwich for squad 15. They're sandwiched in the middle.
There's sandwich between 17 and 9 right now. And
below 9 there's one squad.
Yeah, there's squad 21 who's gone for that long swim across as well. So things not looking really great for squad number 15. I think the best scenario here is squad 20.
Oh, Avenger.
Wait.
Yes, good shot.
Ninja OP? Hello?
He can also get the cleanup.
Not the best place to go for a nap. And fortunately for he's getting so low and he does get knocked. Oh no, Avenger says.
And 21 is pushing. 21 is pushing them from that side. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, Cade's gonna come through and I think they're desperately hunting on the other side for kills and they're gonna in fact get the full wipe out.
And now it looks like 17 have made the decision and like let's go boys, we crossed the...
Let's keep our eyes on Cade. There's one player from Error I believe over here up on the other side. He's in fact inside the container. He's gonna jump out and meet his demise. First kill, how many is he gonna find? Absolutely none. Some damage in onto Cade, but that's pretty much it. But now squad number 15.
Is he alone? No, he has his 3 members.
No, he's got...
Oh, they're jumping down. One has jumped down from squad number 15.
Yeah, Vivek OP jumps down and that's a safe decision because EXE...
Even Avenger jumped down.
There's a wall of smokes and squad number 21 has absolutely no idea. And squad 21 I think is going to spend maybe a couple of moments here to go for the loots on the crates that have just dropped. So there is that small window for squad 15 to actually make their way from the bottom of the bridge.
Squad 15 everyone has jumped except for Adya.
That's a good decision. I think Adya is just going to stand there
and
give some cover fire while the rest... Oh, no. Asura spotted players out. Where is he playing from? He's in fact below and he's spotted too. He's gonna jump back down. That's gonna be a lot of damage at that window.
Asura, he gets taken down.
Yeah, that small window there, Vivek is able to punish. Let's see if the rest of 21 are actually gonna jump down. Cade jumps down.
Come this side.
Yeah. Get to cover, man. I'm not gonna go for the results. And Cade's gonna go down. Avenger finds him from the other side, and this is turned into a nightmare for squad number 21.
Yeah, Avenger's like, hello from the other side.
Now it's just such a nightmare, right? Cade's gonna get flushed. 89 is thinking, how did this all go south so bad? We just got the squad wipe. We were in an amazing position. We were looking for more squad wipes in, but now...
Oh, squad number 8. Avenger spots that. Is he gonna fire? They can blow that board.
Yeah,
we need to fire. A lot more shots need to come onto that board. Where is his team?
They needed multiple players there to find that, but meanwhile, tap. 89.
Adya's down, who was on the bridge.
Yeah, Adya goes down there. 89 manages to find him. He was going for the nade, and EXC just popped out at that perfect time. Tap, tap, tap. I think that was with the mini there. Lands in 3 shots, and he gets the knock and the eventual flush. So squad number 21 still kicking at it. Squad number 15 are going to be a little sad that Adya, that small error in judgment there going in for the nade when he did not have any sort of cover. It's going to cost him. And look at
the
89.
drop.
Yeah.
Look at where the drop happened. Right on their face.
Yeah, it's gonna be in favor of EXC here, and I think if he does have utility, there is absolutely no reason why he shouldn't really be trying to gun for this drop. On the far side, wait.
What is Avenger doing? He's going for a swim.
Where to though? Is he? Oh, he's actually gonna. Is he looking to go get the boat? But I don't really see the necessity of getting a boat right now.
Looks like squad number 17 are enjoying themselves swimming, and they're like, we don't care. The squad number 8 now, I think they've spotted squad number 17, and they shot some bullets over there.
Yeah, 19 is going to lose one of their players by the looks of things. Squad number 13 making their rotate across. They're coming up very close to where a couple of squads are, I think.
Look at the leg circle. Just look at that. It's not a bridge circle. It is more towards the western hill on the northern side of the island.
And it still has a lot of water in it. So there is only going to be some limited land for some of these squads to hold. It's going to be very
open.
tight.
It's open. There's only one compound over there in that place.
Indeed, as we move over, look at Rockstars. They've come to the edge and they're right up next to where squad number 7 is above the hill. And as soon as the first player moves up, I think PSB is going to be able to spot them out. Broys, 3 strong right now. Raka, OP and others. Edge of the blue zone.
Groza.
Oh, it's a Groza on the drop that we see B9 running for. For a second I thought that was 89, but I think second thoughts that's B9. But squad number 11, they're actually 4 strong, but I only see 2 players here. The rest of the 2 are a little bit split up, and they're gonna join them right here.
Knocked, and so is Snacks, and now it's up to Mink. Roy Ninja, he's taking the other side, but he gets knocked over there. And now it's left up to Zen OP.
Alright, squad number 11 are gonna look to move out, but
at
there is
squad number
Raka
5
OP. Raka OP watching all of this. Is he gonna peek out? The timing's gonna be everything. He can jump out and go for the spray. If a couple of players knock down, they won't even have time to get up and go for the res. Raka OP is just gonna be a little too late. He gets up, but way off on the timing department. But
And this zone is going to again bite like a...
yeah, it's gonna bite a lot. But lucky for squad 7, his teammates did go ahead and find themselves a Dacia, and they're gonna be able to ride their way into the zone as well as we switch.
Look at this. Look at the standoff of squad number 5 versus squad number 20. They know squad number 20 is just in the building next to them, and unfortunately, okay, now the nade is being cooked. Oh, it's a smoke. Why are you cooking why are you putting a smoke in?
He's trying to debate them with utility, I guess. I don't know. But let's jump over and have a look at Genius. Genius right now is at the far side. Split away from the rest of his teammates, Rage and Prince, who are in the opposite compound. There's Prabhat alone for squad 5 here, who's a couple of buildings away from where Genius currently is. He's just getting a feeler for each one. No one really wanting to peek that window, look for any sort of plays. One single knock right here is going to lead to a full-blown fight coming up. We see squad number 7 also driving out in the far side. Bole Mink is going to find a knock onto Avenger. I guess that is somewhere in and around the bridge.
Yeah, and there's only Utkarsh left now for DD, and Bole somehow clinging on. Still 10 squads left.
Wait, squad number 20 actually got into a UAZ and decided to run. But they're running past squads here. There's squad number 13 that they've just drove by. And if they keep going in the current direction they're going to end up running into squad number 11. They're going to set up shop here, right next to a tree, put up some cover, a pseudo compound with a couple of UAZs. I think they're going to end up blowing this up as well. Squad number 7 drives by in a Dacia themselves. They were able to draw some blood, but Genius is going to end up losing teammates. He's all alone right now and drops smokes in and around everywhere. Squad number 6, meanwhile, Bole. They do have squad number 7 who pulled up right next to them. Shots fired, broken compound. Snacks manages to spot the first one in Dumbo. Dumbo taking in some TPP in and across, but this nade. Oh!
Raka, he also has the nade ready for Snacks, but that's not going to go inside. It's not going to go in the window at all. Snacks not going to take any damage because of that. He needs to go ahead. Oh, the Molotov.
Molotov is good though.
No, it doesn't touch Raka at all. But it's hitting Griffin. Griffin is burning. Griffin might get knocked. And yes, indeed, he does get knocked, and the nade's also coming in. Griffin very low. They need to go for the rest fast.
Yeah.
You can't wait for that another second. You need to make that touch.
They need to touch him. They need to touch him. Oh, just the last absolute second. That is called cutting it close. They left it way too deep there at the end, but Snacks, with the smokes dropped, I think they're going to push in. They're going to look to make their way into this building.
Napoleon is coming. They are spraying. I don't know if that was the right decision to hold a nade in your hand. Where are you going to throw it? In the same room you are? You're going to fall down.
And look at Snacks. How many can he find? Only the one. He's traded away immediately right now by Griffin, who is looking for the flushes in and around. Griffin going for this fight up against Fury, and he's going to find it. And that is going to be Bole Esports, I believe, right? Who do get knocked out right now. Team Bole, in fact, team number 6 are out, and fortunately for squad number 7, it's only Birus who's down. They will be able to res the 2 remaining players.
But look at this, squad number 11 and 13 are 4-man strong each, right? They squad number 13 has already got 5 kills, so they are right now in prime position for things to work out for them. Team INT, that's Toxic, Satya, Gangster, and Samrat. Oh, he sees squad number 11 running in the open. Is Samrat going to fire? No, they need to make it to the zone, so maybe it's a good decision not to take that shot.
But squad number 11 is running up right now, up against squad number 13 on the far side. Utkarsh is going to go for the spray and is going to find IPSB. is going to look to keep shooting away up at Stars as well. Stars is down to half HP and he's spotted out. Psycho as well goes for the spray with that 6x. He's going to fight too, and he's in fact has one of the teammates crawling up. Probably was like, hey, the player's in my direction. This is where you need to fire. Utkarsh now, he's been spotted. He takes so much damage, down to about 25% health, and he's got nowhere to go. He's got nowhere to hide, no cover whatsoever. And how is he going to work his way out of this? Psycho should be able to get raised up here by Rockstars while Silu provides cover. And squad number 15 are in some trouble here. Utkarsh 1 versus 3, and every second he spends not going for the res is not going for the flush is bad for him. While
same with squad number 5, 2 members are down. Vishal is in the open. As soon as he stands up, people are just going to rip his head off.
Oh, look at this, look at this. Utkarsh, he's past the last player, but no, it's just going to end up going down to the zone. Anticlimactic again. Zone pushing in, smokes down.
Vishal, he gets another kill in onto Team ID Gangster. 7 kills already. Top 3 positions is...
Yeah, 7 players alive. Still 3 squads. Make that 6 as another player gets dropped in. Toxic cleaned up. It's basically a 3v1 right now. We have Broyce going up against Satya.
And I thought Griffin spotted the last person, but the last person behind that tree is just going to hold that line.
Yeah. The tires are blown up, nowhere for Satya to run. Satya's outside the zone as well. He spots out Raka, he spots out Griffin. And their players actually looking below the UAZ to see if Satya is actually prone up there. And the blue zone is going to start pushing in about 40 seconds time. Satya is going to get taken down. And that's the chicken dinner coming through for Broyce there at the end. They're going to end up with 10 kills, but as final few phases, it came pretty much to a point where the squads were just so low they end up in transition trying to make it into that final couple of circles, and the squads who were eventually in better positions do manage to survive and make it to the end. Satya couldn't really get the chicken dinner there, but he at least ensures that his squad does hold on to the top 4 position. I see HK finishing 3rd position but with 8 kills, and 4th position we have Selu Psychos Rockstars PSB finishing up with 5 kills and 7 kills on DD in 5th position. Only time will tell
They should.
if they
No,
can
can't say
jump
because
a
it's
position
very-
up.
very difficult.
Only top 4 qualify to the semi-finals tomorrow. Regardless, big shout out to all the people who tuned in today. We had an absolute blast. Tomorrow we start off with semi-final number 1 at 6 p.m. We will have Team X, we will have Entity Gaming, we will have God's Reign, all battling it out to make it to the finals on Friday. So don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button to tune in for all those amazing PUBG Mobile tournament matches. This for now though. This is Shadeslayer as well as Flash signing off. See you folks. Good night. Bye bye. Catch you folks tomorrow at 6 p.m.
want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. When we go out, we don't get far, 'cause everybody knows your name. They stop to ask you how you are, but now our dinner plans run late, and I know your mother raised you right, so I don't wanna make you rush. And now and then can't help but wish this life was just the two of us. Oh, I just want you to myself. 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 You called to say that you will make it over to my place tonight. The office got you working late, and when you're off, you'll be too tired. I don't wanna make a scene. You're just so good at what you do. It's selfish of me to think that I'm the only dream for you. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself.
a single tear on my face. Pockets overflowing with what I need today. Doesn't mean that it's easy, and it isn't always great, but it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. The picture isn't perfect, the road ain't always straight. It gets a little crazy, and you know sometimes we need a break. But it's better than it could be. It should be. Taking what we're given, we can't complain, 'cause it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, sometimes it's gonna rain, but I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a perfect picture, mister. You know that's true. But it ain't about what you say, it's about what you do.
Good. Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good.
Life is going like it should.
Life is going
Yeah,
like it
it's
should.
all good. It's all good. When you know where to look,
Gotta know, gotta know, gotta
it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Good. It's all good. Life is going like it should.
Life is going like it
It's
should.
all good.
Can't you see that I love